Tiny Spanish man. Tiny Spanish man or some shit like that.
All right,
The
yeah,
tiny
we are back,
Spanish man.
Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 146, part 2. This is the elite show right here. We got a fraud in the house. No, I ain't gonna say that because he beat me, and he should have probably beat me last year too.
He got good
the
things.
producer Jared's in the house. He's in the finals of 2 leagues. Brandon's always battling for championships, and these two actually battling for the FFF league, 14 teams. Good luck to both of y'all. Good luck to both of y'all.
Thank you.
I am in the finals of the previous T League, so at least I got one title I'm trying to win. But on this show, we going through the whole week. We doing our favorites for betting. We doing our favorites for fantasy, and we doing our pickems. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
I don't even know if I can hear this guy or not.
Who, Chris?
Talk, Chris.
Yo.
He's like,
all right, he's there. The Elite Show, Rellism Sports Talk, episode 146, part 2. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listening on Anchor and Spotify. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Derek, we still thinking about you. Love for my Commanders, love for the Black Mamba, and all the love for my mama. Because on Rellism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent to the big time storyline. Chest hair, you can give me some, baby. To the big time storylines. Damn. You about to get a ring and you can't give me none of that.
He's about to what?
Anyway, first game we talking about, guys. Playoff implications. Quarterbacks, we don't know what's going on. Because we saw Mac Jones get benched too, and the crowd was cheering for that. So I don't know what's gonna happen next year.
You don't hear that shit.
The Dolphins, y'all are sitting right there, Brandon. Going on the road. I know you have no faith in them at all.
That's terrible too.
Patriots. Can your boys cover? I mean, can your boys win out with the points at least?
I mean, we don't have to win out. No, I don't think we win this week. No,
Patriots win?
Nah, y'all gonna get a W, bro.
All right,
they're gonna bring it, y'all.
At least it's in January because we couldn't get one in December, so I don't know.
All right, Chris, who wins the game? Patriots, Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins. I'm going for Dolphins. Yeah, Belichick.
Dolphins straight up without the points.
I'm sorry?
They're going to win straight up without the 2.5 points. They don't even need the points.
All right, it's going to be close.
All right, so you'll take the points. All right, Jared.
Yeah, I'll take the points.
What do you think, man? They're going to Foxborough. It's hard to win. It's cold, probably. Belichick.
I got the Patriots on that one.
Patriots winning. Jared says this. All right, so I need to know some fantasy players. Brandon and Chris are both in the finals of the 14-team league. Jared's in 2 finals, and you know I got at least getting 1 finals. So, Brandon, who's the fantasy impact player in this game? Somebody's going to have to make some plays. Who is it?
We're hard to run on. So I would say Stevenson, but we can't guard a tight end, but I don't think they got one playing. So I'm going to go with Kendrick Bourne is going to get a touchdown.
Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown? Wow.
We can't cover anybody, bro.
Wow.
Crazy.
Hey, don't sleep
and Xavier.
Xavier's
out.
He's one of the best fantasy players in the league.
Bro.
All right, Chris, who's your fantasy player that's going to make an impact out there?
Hopefully not Waddle.
I think that with all the hype that's going on right now, I think I'm actually thinking it's either between Hawkinson or Adams. All the shit that's going on, if they don't bet,
that's the wrong game, bro.
Dolphins and Patriots.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought you were talking about our fantasy.
Nah, we ain't got to your game yet. Who's the player in this matchup?
We both got to play a fantasy player in this game, but
yeah. Fudge. I don't know. I see Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill? Because Teddy Bridgewater, last time he played, he does target Hill a lot. So Chris says Hill.
I think he could be shining this week.
Who you got in this game?
Listen, I don't think I've got one single person. I think if I absolutely had to, that Pat's defense has to do something.
Patriots defense.
Just because they have to do something, you know?
No, they'll get to the quarterback.
Because why? Do they have the defensive player of the year on the team and Matt Judon?
I don't think he's the player. I think Bosa got that now. But.
I think so too. Anybody but Parsons, so Tommy can stop. All right. Let's start with you, producer. Browns at your Commanders. The Commanders are favored by 2. Can they cover?
I don't know. There's so many question marks with the Commanders right now.
Antonio Gibson's out.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz is back.
I mean,
feed my boy. Just feed my boy, man.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stand with my guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
He's taking it.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, who you got? Browns come at Commanders. Commanders fighting for a playoff spot at home.
I don't know. I see Browns probably trying. I see Browns. Yeah, I think Browns might actually take a W this week.
All right, Brandon, go ahead. Who you got?
I got Commanders covering, and I don't think it's going to be very close.
Oh, you think we win it like that? I feel like Watson's getting better, even though we do stop the run. We do stop the run.
Has he won a game?
He won last week.
Who did he beat?
I don't know, some scrubs.
I don't even think they won. They might have won.
They won, man. Or did they lose?
I don't think he's won a game, bro.
Damn, he's
he did. My bad. The Texans. He didn't score, but they won.
All right, Brandon, who's your fantasy player in that matchup? Antonio Gibson out. Is it Robinson?
It's gonna be the rookie, man. Wentz likes him.
Robin. Oh,
and Dawson. Dawson's not joke.
I'm going against Dawson in the championship. I hope not. Dotson. Who you got, Chris? Who is the fantasy player since you're in the championship game? Who's gonna be the fantasy impact player?
I think Robinson, for real.
Robinson.
I think he might, because he's on fire. His legs is hot right now, bro. So
I feel like that too. Oh shit, I didn't even make my pick. All right, producer, who you got?
Well, let me preface this. If we had Taylor Heineke in there, I would say Terry McLaurin.
Right,
but the numbers are down with Carson Wentz at center for him.
Why doesn't he throw the ball to Scary Terry? What's going on?
He likes Dotson more, apparently.
And I would almost say Brian Robinson, but honestly, I really think Carson Wentz is going to be the difference maker.
Wentz?
He's going to spread the ball around, I believe. That's
so who? Our team or the Browns?
Both.
All right, I'm gonna take Washington too because I feel like it's a game we're gonna win. I think Chase Young is gonna do some big time things. I think it's gonna be our defense that makes some plays. That's gonna make us win. The defense for Washington, kick six, fumble recovery, something like that. Previous game, I'm actually taking the Dolphins to win, and I think it will be Tyreek Hill again. I think Hill's gonna be the guy. All he needs is a couple plays to make a couple touchdowns. I think
him and Jefferson can both break the record.
Oh yeah, Jefferson can too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jefferson's ahead of him, I think.
All right, Chris. The Cardinals, who are starting. Who is it? Blau at quarterback, playing the Falcons. Both teams are out of the playoffs. They have nothing to play for. DeAndre Hopkins might not even play now, and I need him in fantasy. Falcons are favored by 5.5. Who you got?
I see Falcons getting the W.
Falcons.
I think Falcons.
Any fantasy player?
Yeah, they're trying to play. They're just gonna play who. They just gonna. Hopefully, they just play everybody. You know.
They will. I mean, London's starting to show up.
They're playing David Blau.
I don't see if it came to a star player. I don't know. It could be anybody.
Anybody for that team. Anybody.
For real.
I'm picking the Falcons to win. I think it's going to be Algier running the ball all day. I think Algier's going to show up and keep doing what he's doing. I think they're starting to get rid of Cordero Patterson a little bit. I think Algier's the guy.
Okay. All right. I like that.
I got the Falcons with that one. Looks like I'm going home team for all of these right now. But
who's the fantasy impact? Mr. 2 championship games.
You know what? I don't think any. If I'd have to pick, I'd say it's going to be a defensive game. It's who turns the ball over the most. You know,
which defense?
that
Falcons, because we're champions out here.
Falcon defense is going to
Falcon defense,
and that's who I'm starting in fantasy in my.
You're starting him in the championship game, Brandon. Wow, and Jericho, that's crazy. I'm telling you, that's why people watch to figure it out.
Because it's between them and the J. I got the Falcons covering.
And who's your fantasy impact?
Algier is the obvious choice, but I do think Drake London
gets
in there this year. I mean, he's got the talent.
Is he finally gonna get a touchdown?
I think he gets one this week.
I think so too. That's pretty close.
And I'm risking it putting that defense out there. I know.
Yo, you are playing the Falcons defense against
David
Chris
Blau.
FFF?
Against David Blau.
Yeah.
It's that or the Jags against the Texans. Texans have burned me 3 straight weeks with the defense. I went against them.
Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Because Texans be showing up, man. I mean,
and I feel like I agree with you, man. They're one of them teams that kind of do.
And the Jags ain't playing for anything, so
that's kind of true. And I got their defense too. And welcome to the show, Mr. GM Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
I took a nap, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He had to brush his hair a certain way. You see his new hair.
Oh, God.
You know how he's doing. Fix that shit, man. Yeah, you look better now. You good. You good, Tommy. So we're talking about the Cardinals and Falcons right now. Everybody is rolling with the Falcons plus 5.5. I said Algier. Jared said the Falcons D. Brandon said London, and Chris said, I don't know, they all scrubs. So
I've got
none of them scrubs on this team. Who you got, Tommy?
I've got the Falcons winning that game. I've got them winning it because Ritter's going to have to end the year on a victory. And that's probably the easiest of his 3 games to really win is this one coming up. And
David Blau.
Who's your fantasy guy?
Who's my fantasy guy? It's Drake London.
London.
That's who I did.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Is he going to score a touchdown?
He can score. He's going to get 80 yards.
No touchdown.
Ooh,
I don't know if it's a touchdown, but he's going to. It'll be a big deal for Ritter to give a wide receiver 80 yards. I think he'll get 80 yards.
Will they throw the ball more than 10
times?
times?
Okay. All right, Tom, we're going to start with you because you love the Bears and you've been hype on the Lions. The Bears, I don't know why they're still playing Justin Fields, but he's still playing. And the Lions, who have everything to play for, and they're at home finally where they actually show up. They're favored by 6. Will they cover?
I've got the Lions winning and covering.
Who's your fantasy impact player?
Jared Goff.
What's
Jared Goff.
he gonna do?
4 touchdowns. Three
4
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
We'll say 3. That's a little high. I'll say 3. I'll say 3.
Damn.
All right,
He's
producer,
feeling really good.
Bears
I think that's a horrible defense he's playing.
As Washington fans, we need the Lions to lose just in case we slip up. But who you got?
Listen, this one's still a toss-up for me, but I would probably to the Lions.
To cover 6.
I don't know.
They're at home. They're at home.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be.
They need to win
one of those 3-point games.
So you got the Bears then.
No, I got the Lions.
Yeah, but you got to cover 6 though.
So I got to take that.
Yep, got to take it.
Then I'll take the Bears, but only because I feel like QB1 over there is going to have a game. I just have
you think Fields will?
Yeah, I
think that we didn't draft.
Yeah,
I take Bears also. I think the Bears.
Who's the fantasy player? Is it Fields?
I believe so.
Yeah, of course.
I think he's going to have
the star player. He's a star player.
Love your ass. All right, go ahead, Chris. Who you got?
Yeah,
Bears
Justin Fields. He's a star player of that football team, and
the same way. You taking the same thing?
Yeah, he's. Why not?
Go ahead, Brandon.
I remember the Bears. I was the only one to pick the Bears to beat them last time. They beat them, right? But I'm not going to do it this time. I think Detroit. Detroit wins. 6 is a lot. I don't like the number. I'll say they cover, and Swift is my guy for the fantasy.
Is Swift gonna be the guy? Because I'm worried about playing him in the championship game.
I'm playing him in the 3rd place game in Yahoo, so I'm
scared to play him. You feel confident in him?
Jamal Anderson
better.
or Jamal Williams.
But Jamal was out. I felt better.
Yeah, Jamal's out, right? Yeah.
No, he's
playing.
A touchdown
every game.
He's playing now.
Yeah, but he is playing or no?
Yeah, he is playing.
Williams is playing? Oh, well, I got to change my lineup. Damn. I'm going to take the Lions too, and I think it's going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who's going to do it? Even though the tight end scores all the touchdowns for their team, I don't know how this keeps happening. They got 3 tight ends. I don't even know what the hell's going on. All right. Broncos and Chiefs.
That's right.
All right, producer. Who we got? The Broncos have nothing to play for. They fired their coach.
They're trying to get a better draft.
But the Chiefs always seem to play down to certain kind of
the Niners, though.
I don't know what's going on, but they're favored by 12.5. Do the Chiefs cover?
13 now.
I don't Yeah, it's always a close game. I was going to make that point. I don't see them taking a 12.5.
So you got the Broncos with the points.
Sure.
Who's your fantasy guy?
I don't even know.
It's the boy from Alabama.
I don't even know.
Judy.
Pass.
No fantasy guy. You're in 2 championship games. People are watching for advice.
Not from the Broncos.
Okay, well, you can
no, it ain't got to be the Broncos.
Oh, then yeah, Travis Kelce all day.
Exactly.
Kelce.
I thought I had to pick a fantasy guy.
Who's the star in the game? Who's the star in the game?
I've never played this game before, all right? I'm learning.
Yeah, you're learning. Brandon, who you got? Broncos, Chiefs?
I don't like them covering that number. I really
So you taking the Broncos too?
With the point.
You've been picking the Broncos all year, and they've been losing every time.
I know. But I don't know. I don't see them.
They're going to show up for their interim coach. Judy's showing
off.
Yeah,
you know how that is.
Try to end the year. I feel you. Who's your fantasy guy?
It's Kelce. I think he does eat
Kelce
them up. But
is anybody starting Kelce in the championship game?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
That's why you picked his ass. Either one of y'all?
I don't have a tight end that's near Kelce.
All right, Chris. Can the Chiefs cover 12.5 against the Broncos?
I mean, yeah.
Yes, he says yes.
I say yeah.
Russell Wilson playing?
Who's the fantasy player for you?
I would say Travis Kelce. Probably.
Everybody's saying Kelce.
I mean,
okay, Tommy.
He always starts shining late in the season.
All right, Tommy, your team versus one of your man crushes in Mahomes, which I'm starting him in my championship game in the formerly known as T League.
I'm gonna watch him run the ball everywhere.
So I need him to score and do big things. What you got, Tommy?
I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win this with the points.
With the points, Tommy said with the points.
But I will say that Judy's probably going to be the one to go off as far as
Judy
attack for what they're projected versus what they'll achieve. Dulcich being out, we have nobody to throw the ball to. We've only got one player really playing for anything right now, and that's Judy.
Sutton's not playing?
No, Sutton's out. Judy's got a contract.
Damn, Sutton's out too.
Sutton, as far as I know, he's not. If he's playing, he's not going to play much. He's on a snap count. But you've got
Judy's playing for a new team next year.
Judy's playing for a contract. He's playing for $30 million.
Yeah, he's leaving.
He's trying to catch.
He's going to the Giants.
He'll go somewhere.
He's going to the Giants, I think. I like it. I'm going to take the Chiefs to cover. And I think it's Patty Cakes Mahomes so I can win another ring. That's what I'm hoping for. Come on, Patrick Mahomes. I need you to do it.
Sartan going to play?
All right, Chris. Your boys locking up a playoff spot for the win. Y'all at home. You're favored by 5.5 against the Colts, who are playing Nick Foles.
Lock of the week.
Zach Moss and all these players.
Lock the Chiefs.
Who's going to win, Chris?
I think that the coach may go in there to try to go hard. Give it and make it a game, honestly.
5.5.
I mean, that's how it's gonna be. They're not gonna go there and try to get sun, but
that's the over under points they'll score.
Can your boys win by 6 points or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I see us winning by 8.
Who's the fantasy guy?
This is a little tough to say, but I see
Slayton, baby.
I see Slayton actually shining this week.
Is Slayton gonna play like that?
I don't know, man.
He could be. All right, Brandon, who you got?
This is the lock of the week, right here.
Lock of the week for Brandon.
Bet 100 on it. It's Giants cover.
Giants.
In fantasy, I need Hodgins to shine.
The Colts are trying to lose
because I'm benching.
And the Giants
guy, Brandon?
Giants defense.
Kayvon.
All right, Tommy, who you got?
Nick Foles.
I've got the Giants winning this game. The Colts are tanking. They've been taking since they.
Let's investigate them and take some picks. No,
they might
do that. Couldn't do that though.
Hiring Saturday. I mean, come on. Who's your fantasy?
As far as my fantasy guy goes, I'll again pick the same guys last week for the Giants. Daniel Jones. Even though he didn't do it last week, I can see him putting together a good ground game.
I need Saquon to go.
What's he gonna do, Tommy? You keep saying Daniel Jones.
45 rushing yards, 45 yard rushing yards plus passing. That gets him 25 points.
And somebody's going to play him in a championship game, just like somebody's going to play Gardner Minshew. Somebody's going to play. It's crazy. All right, producer, who you got?
Well, I got the Giants covering this one.
Giants cover. Who's your fantasy guy?
Now, I want to take a moment here. At the very beginning of my season, our seasons, we showed each other our lineups. And there was one guy in both of my lineups. You said, you think he's coming back? You think he's going to be back? I think I was right about him.
Barkley?
Saquon.
So let me ask you a question,
I hope
Derek.
so,
Let me
man,
ask you a
because
question.
that's my best player.
Do you think Saquon Barkley should win comeback player of the year?
I don't see why.
Yes.
What about Geno Smith?
You can't come back from the bench.
What about Geno
You
Smith?
can't come back from suck.
Yeah,
That motherfucker came from way
You
back.
can't come back from suck. That's not the
high
category.
on Smith, anyways. I think he has moments where it shines and other moments where you're like, well, that's Geno Smith for you.
Geno Smith has been a top 12 fantasy quarterback this year. Daniel Jones has been a top 10. How crazy
In terms of
shit.
Jared Goff.
I don't know. I just making the wrong decisions constantly.
I'm gonna pick the Giants also to cover, but I'm gonna be selfish and say Zach Moss is gonna be my fantasy guy because I need him to do it because I need him.
Yeah, if you want to get 3 points,
I
3 points in the
need
game,
Zach
give
Moss
him the
to
ball.
score some cheap touchdowns or whatever it takes.
That's gotta be like the worst starting running back in the league.
Who?
Zach Moss. He'll
He's
get you
the
2
worst.
yards.
Hold on, he's the worst starting running back.
He's a slow Eddie Lacy.
I
Is he
mean,
the
can you
worst
name one
running
worse?
back?
Name one worse. Look how hard
The
you're thinking.
motherfucker for the
Gibson.
Texans right now.
I think I might take Royce Freeman over him. Yeah,
Come on, Tommy Jr. No way. No.
it's close.
Voice.
All right, Brandon. Saints fighting for that last spot in the South, going to the Eagles with Gardner Minshew, 5.5 for the Eagles at home. Eagles starting to feel some pressure because Dallas is coming. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no giveaway game. The Saints ain't gonna
No,
give it.
this ain't the Dallas game. I wouldn't worry about. They lost that themselves. Dallas didn't win that game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I'm gonna take the Saints with the 6 or 5.5.
Taking the Saints with that.
Eagles
All right,
win. Eagles win, but
closer to what everybody thinks. Who's your fantasy guy then? I can't trust Kamara. I'm sorry. I can't trust Olave against them.
And I don't know about Olave or Rashid. It's going to be an Eagle, and I'm gonna go Devontae Smith.
That's a good pick.
That's because you're an Alabama guy, dude.
No, I mean, well, yeah, maybe. But,
it is.
Go ahead,
AJ Brown's banged up.
Go ahead, Tommy. Who you got? Saints, Eagles.
I've got the Eagles. They'll cover it.
Eagles covering it. Who's the guy?
Cover. And Smith is the fantasy.
Smith
pick.
again?
Yeah, Lattimore should play, and that should temper him.
And he's gonna be an AJ.
Yeah, he's going to take AJ out.
All right, producer, who you got?
I'm just gonna say ditto. That's exactly my answer.
So you take the Eagles?
I got the Eagles with Devontae Smith. I think he's going to show why he's a top 10 wide receiver.
Top 10 wide receiver?
I don't know.
Fantasy wise?
Top 30.
Fantasy?
Yeah,
what kind of league is he playing in? That motherfucker is not a top 10 wide receiver.
Fantasy wise?
No.
Yeah, but nobody looked at him like
he had potential for top 20.
Top 30.
I mean,
he's a
he should be in every
talent.
starting line. He should be in every league starting lineup.
Yeah.
I guess I get
fantasy.
I mean,
the show is number 10.
Go ahead, Chris. Who you got? Saints, Eagles.
Ditto, I guess.
Who's your? Don't say your fantasy guy Smith again.
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Go with the mustache.
Y'all are
Go with
driving
the
me
mustache.
freaking crazy right now. Y'all need to stop with that.
Hey, I had my guy primed, by the way.
I'm gonna take the Eagles to cover. It's gonna be a Miles Sanders game.
I'm scared.
Miles Sanders game.
Nah, he might try to after those fumbles, man. But
After
he might try to make that
game.
All right, NFC South trying to win the division. Tommy, Panthers can move into the division lead if they win at the Bucks. The Bucks are favored by 4, but the Panthers are playing hot football right now,
and the Bucks look awful.
and the Bucks look like the fucks. I mean, I don't know, Tommy. Who you got, Tommy? Do the Bucks cover?
The Bucks.
Bucks
But
cover.
it's close. It's close. I don't know if they're going to win by but that field goal. So I don't know if I can give them.
I said 4. I ain't say 3.
I know. I don't know if I can give them the 4. So I don't know.
So you taking the Panthers?
I'm not going to take the Panthers for the win, but I will take the Panthers.
It's spread, baby. We doing spread.
Yeah, then I got to take the Panthers with the spread.
Tommy's taking the Panthers with the points. Who's the fantasy guy? There's a bunch of players you can pick. Who is it?
I got to play one of them in this game.
It's a bunch of players that we could choose from. Who is it, Tommy?
Who am I playing as far as fantasy stuff?
Who's your guy that you would play?
Chuba Hubbard.
Hubbard over Foreman?
Chuba, yeah. If
over
anybody's
Foreman?
got,
why is that?
Because I don't think Foreman's going to do much for you he's a volume puncher, and I don't think that's what you're going to.
You think out of the backfield getting a pass, Hubbard's going to be better?
We need lightning. You need to go up by 1 or 2.
Hey, Tommy knows what he's talking about. Y'all better listen. All right, producer, who you got? Bucks by 4, Panthers.
This is a tough game,
Bucks
man.
cover?
Yeah.
Who's your fantasy guy? Who shows up? Does Mike Evans finally get a touchdown in forever? I hope it's Godwin because I'm playing his ass. But there's so many
Rashard White.
Better be Russell Gage. They want to open that offense.
That's who I think it is right there.
I'm going to cross my fingers and I'm going to take another one of my wide receivers, DJ Moore. He's got to show up.
DJ Moore has been playing well with Darnold.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, on my bench, he's been killing.
But
all right, Chris, who you got? Panthers and Bucks.
I say Panthers cover, yo.
Panthers get it. Oh, all right. We got 2 for them. Who's your fantasy guy? For the Bucks or the Panthers? There's so many players.
65% of the buddies for the Panthers. Isn't that crazy?
Sam Darnold is.
I say Evans.
Evans is finally gonna come through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who you got, Brandon?
This is a close game.
No.
I'm gonna say Tampa wins.
Tampa wins.
Do they cover? Yeah, they'll cover. I guess. I won't be shocked if Carolina wins, to be honest. But and I'm gonna go with Russell Gage.
Gage, he is a sleeper. People are
I hope it's Rashard White, but
all right, we got to go faster. We got to go faster now. Jaguars, Texans. Jaguars have nothing to play for. Texans are one of them feisty teams, Brandon, like you talked about. Jaguars favored on the road with 3. Who you got?
I'm taking the Texans in the points.
Texans points. Who's your fantasy guy?
It's gonna be Evan Ingram on the other side, though.
Ingram. All right, producer, who you got?
I'm still gonna take the Jags. I think Texans are trying to tank, and if ETN can see the ball, I think he's gonna eat him up.
Chris, who you got?
I don't think Texans are tanking. I think he's just trying.
Chris, who you got? Quick. Texans, Jags. Jags by 3.
Texans.
Texans. Who's the fantasy guy?
Ingram.
Ingram too. All right, Tommy.
I'm going the Jags.
Yeah.
Jags are going to win that with Ingram.
Ingram too?
Yeah. Texans
I'm
have a real
going
big
Jags,
tight end.
and I'm going Christian Kirk because I need his ass.
Texans are bad. Or I mean, the Texans
all right,
are bad.
49ers, Raiders. 49ers about 9.5.
I got the 9.
Trap game.
Who's your fantasy guy?
You know, I'm teetering even actually starting him with Purdy. I'm sorry. He's putting up the numbers right now. Purdy.
Purdy's your guy.
If something happened to one of my quarterbacks, he's the next in line right
Tommy, who you taking, Tommy?
Taking San Fran and Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk, man, I was gonna play him too. Who you got, Chris?
Raiders and
with the points.
Adams. I need him.
Devontae's mad.
I need him.
Are you playing him?
Yeah.
Are you nervous playing him?
I feel like putting Hodges in over him, honestly.
That's because you're a homer. Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm gonna take the Raiders with 9.5
with the points. Who's your fantasy guy?
Kittle.
I hope so because I got him playing in my championship game. Let's go. I'm gonna take the Niners too.
We all took Washington.
I'm going Kittle too.
I'm taking Cleveland in that game.
All right, Jets Seahawks, Tommy. Jets Seahawks, big playoff game. Playoff implications every 1.5 for the Jets. Big playoff game. Mike White's back at quarterback. Geno revenge game. Who you got?
I've got the Jets winning that game.
Jets winning and covering. Who's your fantasy guy?
I got my fantasy guy is going to be Mike White.
White's going to do it. Okay, who you got, Chris? Jets Seahawks.
I see Seahawks.
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 Who's your fantasy guy? Say Metcalf.
Oh, stupid. I don't know.
You in a fantasy championship league, a 14-team league, and you can't give me a fantasy player? Fraud. Just like the Vikings. Go ahead, Brandon. Who you got?
Yeah, I got the Jets covering, and I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson.
Wilson. Who you got, Jared?
I got the Jets, but I know I was talking about him earlier, talking a little trash about him, but I think Gino's gonna have a little bit of a game there.
Yeah, you and Tommy can along. Y'all backtrack all the fucking time. I'm taking the Seahawks at home, and it's DK Metcalf. All right, big game right here. Vikings, Packers, Tommy. Vikings on the road, and they're underdogs against the Packers, who's on the roll. Scared of Aaron Rodgers and them.
Aaron Rodgers. But
the wide receiver's not playing. You taking the Packers?
Packers.
Stop doing that shit. Who's your fantasy guy?
Aaron Jones.
That dude ain't done nothing for me all
year. Exactly, and that's why he's going to win somebody something.
Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead, Chris. Vikings on the road against the Packers.
I see the Packers and AJ Dillon.
And Dillon, who you had against me, who did well. All right, so who you got?
Did well.
He did do well.
I still see the Vikings pulling it out.
All right.
They still have
your guy?
That top wide receiver there.
Is he your guy? Jefferson?
Yeah, he is. Listen, again, I haven't played this game before, but if these are guys that I have on my roster, this is who is playing, right?
You think he's going to be the best fantasy player in that game?
I hope you're right.
Yeah, probably.
Go ahead, Brandon. Who you got?
I got Packers covering.
Packers?
Yeah,
they're favorite to win. What you mean?
I mean, yeah, they're covering the point.
Okay, go ahead.
They're gonna win.
Who's your fantasy guy?
My fantasy guy, I'm gonna go to the other team though, and I'm gonna go Dalvin Cook.
That motherfucker ain't do shit for me either. Dalvin Cook and I'm pulling the upset right now. I'm taking the Vikings to just shut Aaron Rodgers' door and let us in the playoffs.
That secondary ain't shutting shit.
I'm taking Jefferson again.
Hawkinson's probably a really good player.
He's the reason why Chris beat me. Damn, Hawkinson 3 times.
He'll probably be the reason they beat me.
All right, Chris. Rams, Chargers, who is my Super Bowl pick, and I hope they get that spot where they play the number 4 team and beat the Ravens, and then they'll beat the Bills.
Number 4 might be the.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Rams, Chargers, Chris. Who you got?
They ain't beating the fucking.
I see Rams.
Yeah.
Rams with the 6.5 points. All right, who's your fantasy guy? Say Cam. I'm playing Cam Akers though.
Herbert's gonna go off.
See Akers.
He hasn't yet this year.
Hell yeah, go ahead, Brandon. Who you got? Rams, Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Rams with the points because I don't think the Chargers are playing for shit either. So I'm gonna go Baker to that guy. I'm gonna go with that guy Baker.
Baker Mayfield. Go ahead, Tommy.
I think the Chargers are still playing for a lot. I think they need
He's a bomb.
Yeah, because they would have moved up one spot, right, Tommy?
Yeah,
it'd be hard to do.
They need rhythm. So I've got the Chargers winning this game, and I've got them going off with Justin Herbert's going to go off.
Herbert.
350 yards.
I'm taking the Chargers cover 2.
They have no defense, no secondary. He's going carve.
I think so too, yo. But I'm going to still stick with Akers. I think Akers could rush for a couple touchdowns, a little cheap shit. All right, Steelers, Ravens for Oh, you didn't pick. Who you pick?
I'm going to take the Rams, and I think Bobby Wagner is going to...
Defense of the Rams.
Cause some disruption.
He plays IDP.
I was going to say he must have. Yeah. I hate Duke. I would never play
Steelers, Rams. Steelers, Rams. Who you got? We got 2 minutes.
Steelers.
Ravens. I got Ravens. I got Ravens covering.
Brandon got the Ravens covering. Who's your fantasy guy?
Ravens covering.
Tommy got the Ravens.
It's gonna be the fucking running back, whichever one they use.
JK.
JK?
Yeah.
I hope so. Who you got, Tommy?
JK Dobbins and the Ravens.
JK too? Who you got?
I'm gonna say Steelers, but I'm gonna take JK.
Everybody's taking JK. Who you got, Chris?
I'll say Ravens.
And who's your fantasy guy?
The quarterback. Whoever quarterback is.
Huntley.
Yeah, I see Huntley.
You might get some cheap ones. I'm going to Steelers with the points. I think they're like a field goal to win the game. And I'm going with JK also. Last game, 1:34 left. Bills, Bengals, which I think could be the
AFC championship
right here. My number one quarterback to have the most faith in, Burrow, Tommy. Who you got? Bills 1.5 on the road against the Bengals.
Bills win. They cover the points. And your impact player step on.
Diggs. All right, go ahead, Brandon.
Diggs versus Chase.
I'm gonna go with the Bills as well, a close one, and Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead, Chris. Who you got?
I was gonna say the same exact shit.
You got
my man.
Allen. All right, producer, who you got?
Sir.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say, but now I'm not going to say
my keeper.
I'm going to go ahead and go with
my keeper.
Do not keep a quarterback, Chris.
Mr. Burrow comes.
Burrow for him. And for me,
I'm just going to go the opposite way.
I am going Bengals win the game. Bengals win. And my impact fantasy player, it's going to be Joe Mixon. I think Mixon's going to show up. I'm going against Burrow. I got
take the over on points. They got it. They've got it on 50 points right now. You know,
I see Singletary blowing up, yo.
60 plus.
Singletary only blew up 1 week for your ass to beat me. Whack ass shit.
It's going to be a great
game. Hey, thank y'all, fellas. The Elite Show. We gave you the picks with the fantasy experts. 146 part 2. Thank y'all. Hey, appreciate everybody being on. Good luck in y'all's playoff games in fantasy. Brandon Skilla, good luck. Tommy,
I just want to beat the Chiefs.
Good luck.